Hey friends, welcome back to She's At It Again. My name's Tanya, and overlook the noise of the laundry. Sorry, I just have a loud washing machine. It is sunny and beautiful outside, unlike yesterday that was super cloudy, and I kept thinking, why am I so sleepy? It's because I felt like the sun was going down all day long, so I just kept moving. Didn't go to sleep until bedtime last night, so I was pretty proud of myself. But it's sunny and bright today, but it's really cold outside, so we're going to make a soup in the crock pot, so let's get going. I already have everything chopped up, measured out. Well, not really measured out, but I have things chopped up like my mushrooms and my peppers and my onions. And this is called crock pot pizza soup. So this is going to be like a pizza, but in soup form, so let's get going. We have a large can of diced tomatoes. Now these are fire roasted. Always look for the fire roasted. For some reason, it is just a world of difference in flavor. And here I was for years just buying plain canned organic diced tomatoes. But these just make it seem like it's a whole different dish almost. It's really phenomenal the way the fire roasted tastes so much better. Okay, this is our can of tomatoes, and I'm going to also use this as my measuring device because I need about the same amount of chicken broth. So I'm going to pour my canned tomatoes in there, making sure I don't get any pieces of label in it. That'd be bad. And then, because I need 28 ounces also of chicken broth, I have my jars out of the refrigerator. And instead of measuring out into something else and just having to wash a container, I decided to use the can as my measuring device. So we're going to fill the can up pretty much as deep as the tomatoes were in there. This is just homemade chicken bone broth, and we can link the video to instructions on how to make bone broth in case you have questions about that. Okay, there's our broth, and the can goes to the recycle bins. Next ingredient is the 2 cups of mushrooms that are sliced, and these are just organic fresh mushrooms. Half cup of onion, just rough chopped, and I'll show you about how big these pieces are. They're about like that. You don't want them super tiny. And then a whole red pepper that we just chopped into average sized chunks. A teaspoon of Italian seasoning, and the recipe that just came out recently for garlic toast has the recipe for this Italian seasoning in it. So if you want to refer back to that, and we can link that video as well. Okay, a teaspoon of Italian seasoning. I need a half teaspoon of garlic salt, which if you do not have garlic salt and you have garlic powder and salt, it's 3 parts salt, 1 part garlic powder. Combine those and you have garlic salt, which would mean 3 teaspoons of salt, 1 teaspoon of garlic powder, or 3 tablespoons of salt, 1 tablespoon of garlic powder. So a half teaspoon of garlic salt. I have sliced black olives here. This is a little bit larger than a regular size can, so I'm not going to use the whole can. I'll reserve some of those for a different purpose, like putting in salads or something like that. This is a 3.8 ounce can. Let's see, I'll pour that right here. 3.8 ounce can, and I need about 2.5 ounces. So I'll take out some of these. Okay, set those aside. We're going to need 2 ounces of sliced pepperoni. This is the kind that I buy. It's uncured. This is the turkey. They have beef and pork. I just grab whatever is available on the shelf because I don't get it locally. I have to drive a little ways. That's what happens when you live in a small town. Sometimes you just can't find things. I'm going to slice these in half just because they'll be easier to ladle up. Okay, I'm needing 2 ounces of pepperoni. This was a 4-ounce package, so that little humidity control thing back in there. Just a few more. I'm just kind of guessing at how many 2 ounces is. Put that back in the fridge, or in the freezer. That's where I keep it. All right, so we're going to put this in our slow cooker, and we're going to cook this on low for several hours. You could probably cook it on high for about 3 hours or on low for about 5 or 6 hours. I'm going to choose to cook it on low because we're going to have it for dinner tonight, and it's mid-morning right now. I don't need it that quickly. So we will put it in our slow cooker container. This is my medium-sized slow cooker. And put the lid on it. I better plug it in over there on the other counter because it'll get in my way over here. This is not the last thing I'll do today, trust me. Okay, so we'll come back after a while. I'll show you what it looks like. And we'll top it with our mozzarella and add our heavy cream to it. It's going to be a good soup, so I'll look forward to that. So see you in a bit. Okay, our soup has been cooking pretty much all day on low. This is what it looks like. So now we're going to pour some heavy cream in this. I'm going to give it about half a cup. Once I shake it up. I need to probably keep whisking it as I pour it in. Yeah, that looks good. Okay, so now all we have to do is, once we serve it, just top it with some shredded mozzarella. This actually looks like cheese dip. It's not cheese dip though. And we'll see how it tastes. Okay, we're ready to dish up our soup now. Mozzarella on the top, and that should melt pretty good. All right, here's what we have. This is our crock pot pizza soup. Thanks for watching, friends. We look forward to sharing something again with you real soon. See ya.